we're not going to get into moral issues about anything that happens in the world, what you disagree with that.
We're not talking about morality, we're talking about the British law.
It's a legal issue, not a...
Just go and educate me then.
Okay.
بشتغل في بيت بتاع تبع Agrexco.
You work in the Agrexco banking house.
Just 2 months ago, if you visit the area, you will see a lot of Agrexco Carmel boxes, which is specially to export outside. And you will see a miserable condition for Palestinian workers who work inside this farm.
قديش بيدفعوا لكم؟
حوالي 8 ساعات اليوم باخذ 55 شيكل 50 شيكل من راتبه يعني راتب ميت.
He work 8 hours a day. He take about like 50 to 55 shekels a day.
50 شيكل.
It's about 50 shekels يعني it's about $11. كم ساعة أنتوا تشتغلوا مشان هذول $11 أو 50 شيكل؟
8 ساعات.
8 hours. They work for 8 hours. في لكم عقود مع الشركة اللي بتشتغلوا؟
لا.
No contract, nothing.
No, there isn't any contract.
No contract.
العطل الرسمية شيء.
No health insurance, no contract, nothing.
Nothing at all.
بس اليومية 60 شيكل.
Just they pay us every day 60 shekels. If you died, no one take care of you. No one take care of you.
زي أول يعني دايم. معنا بالشهر عشان نشتغل 20 يوم.
We just work 20 days in every month.
التزامات مستشفيات صحة ويعني واحد
We need to pay for healthcare. We need to pay for hospitals. Everything is very, very expensive.
الاتحاد المصنعات
لا ما فيش نقابة.
no nothing, no union, no nothing.
Our condition to work, it's very difficult to go stand up for 8 hours without to stand to sit down. It's forbidden to us. We must stand up.
How do you get there in the morning?
I wake up at 3 a.m. 3 at morning, and I take a bus, and I reach the Hamra checkpoint. It's the biggest checkpoint in the West Bank, and they will told us to get up our clothes and told us to do something that the human don't like it and don't love to do that.
So they search you at the checkpoint?
Yes, they search us many times, and it's the journey took at the morning about 3 hours, which means that we reach at 6 a.m. into the settlement.
في المستوطنة في عمالة أطفال يعني في أطفال بيشتغلوا في المستوطنة؟ في. Yes, there is.
How old are they?
بدي أعمارهم
يعني أعمار في بين 10 وبين 9 وبين
في
15 في
10, 9 to 15.
My name is Anas. I'm 15 years old. I'm from Pasai.
طلعت من المدرسة عشانها بعيد.
I leave the school because it's far away. وين تشتغل أنت؟
بشتغل عند اليهود.
I work in the Jewish farms in grapes. يعني من قديش أعمارهم من قديش من كم سنة أصغر إيش ولا قديش؟
14 و13 16
13 14 16 قديش ساعة بتشتغل اليوم؟
8 ساعات
8 ساعات 5 ل 12.
It's like 8 hours from 5 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock. كم يوم في الأسبوع تشتغل؟
5 مرات.
5 days. أنا صعب تكون في أنت؟
صعب.
Yes, it's difficult. تتسلقوا على الجدار بيطلعوا يعني في شغل من شغلكم إنه تطلعوا على شجر عالية أو زي هيك؟
بيبقى جدوع طيارات فوق من نطلع نظبطها.
بيدفعوا لك أنت أقل لأنه أنت صغير في السن؟ ولا
في شيء كبير بعطوه كثير وأنا عشان
50 60 بيعطوه؟
عشان أكبر منه.
بنتي بفضل تبقى في المدرسة طبعا؟
بفضل إذا بتبقي هنا بفضل.
ليش فيش مدرسة هون؟
ممنوع.
It's forbidden. مين منعها؟
إسرائيل كلهم واحد.
شو بتتأمل أنت للمستقبل أو شو بتحب تصير بالمستقبل؟
نصير إذا نتعلم وندرس ويجيبوا لنا مدرسة ونها نصير.
شو المهنة اللي بتحب أنت تروح بالمستقبل؟
أستاذ.
To be a teacher.
We're protesting against Carmel Agrexco.
depots just behind me here. Carmel Agrexco are a partially state-owned Israeli export company, the largest exporter of goods from illegal settlements in the West Bank. There's been a series of protests against Carmel Agrexco. Back in 2004, activists locked themselves to metal structures outside the gates and were taken to court for aggravated trespass.
What? Says you were not arrested?
No, that was up till 7.
Just get your badge numbers.
We'll be taking that off you anyway as evidence of an offence.
Now, the activists in that court case argued that Carmel Agrexco were ancillary to war crimes under the International Criminal Court Act 2001, and that therefore the activists couldn't be guilty of preventing Carmel Agrexco's lawful business. And those activists got witnesses from Israel and Palestine, and eventually the case was dropped against the activists after lots and lots of bad publicity for Carmel Agrexco.
Can I just ask you, do you work for Carmel Agrexco? Can I just explain to you why we're here this morning? I went to Palestine and went to where some of the illegal Israeli settlements are in Jordan Valley earlier this year. And I met several Palestinians who were working in Carmel Agrexco packing houses who were picking fruit and veg on land which has been stolen from the Palestinians and which is being illegally exported to this country.
And why do you go to work on the settlement?
Because first of all, there is no work in our town Tubas. There is 10 or 11 settlements in the area. It's took from Tubas lands. And if we want to go and reach our lands, that which is nearest to that settlement, it's make to us first difficult and dangerous because they will shoot us just for nothing.
This is your ID, which says you're employed by the settlers.
Yes, which
permission from the Israeli
authorities.
Yes.
Just for the settlement. I cannot reach my lands or something to me belongs to the Palestinians.
You can only go to reach the settlement to go to work.
Yes.
And then you have to leave. But you can't go to access your family's land.
No.
We are in Al-Jiftik. It's a Palestinian village. It's one of the biggest and ancient villages in the Jordan Valley. After the occupation 1967, when the settler came here, they take all this land and they also take most of the water and they put electric fences around this land, and they supply it from a huge water tank, which is bring water from also underground wells, and even sometimes they prevent the Palestinians from crossing to their land. It's like a tragedy for people who live in this village. They lose their land, they lose their water, and also they lose their movement.
This land has been taken by the settlers?
Yes, it's taken by the settler. It's taken by the Israeli government and they give it to the settler.
قبل ما يكون بيت تعبئة ولا مين الأرض هاي؟
كانت على زمان الأردن هاي أرض الفلسطينيين لما أصحابها كلهم طلعوا 67 أجوا الإسرائيليين.
It's for people from their from our as they said from our village from Al-Auja. أجوا الإسرائيليين وأخذوا أرضكم. As you see, they came and they take everything.
كيف أخذوا الأرض الإسرائيلية؟
They take it because they transfer people outside. People run away when there is a war. And they came and they find this land. They take it.
So this is Al Hadibi, due to be demolished on the 21st of April 2007 by Israeli Supreme Court order. What does it say?
It's from the High Court, Supreme Court. About the decision.
Many decisions here.
How many times have they been moved since 1997?
أفتكر قديش مرة أنت هدولك
3 مرات وهذا الإنذار الرابع.
They demolished Abu Bakr house 3 times, and this is the 4th.
And when they've come to demolish his house, have they used a bulldozer?
Bulldozer?
Yeah.
جرافات?
نعم.
Yeah. Bulldozer.
جرافات وقوة عسكرية.
And big force, military force.
And does he normally move before they come?
قالوا لك إنه ارحل قبل ما يجوا.
نعم.
Yeah, they told him to move.
But did he move?
رحلت؟
لا.
Abu Bakr said no. He will not move, even this time.
Even this time?
حتى مرة هاي بدك ترحل صح؟
لا.
So this is a family in Hadidi, and 5 years ago the Israelis came to demolish their house just less than half a kilometre away, and they had to move here. The Israeli soldiers told them to move here, but now they have a demolition order on their house, and they're saying that they will stay, they will not leave, and they'll stay here until the soldiers come to demolish their house.
شو بدكم تسووا بعد 21 شهر؟
احنا بنحاول بننكل في المنطقة هذيك هناك. يعني بدنا نشرد من قدامهم شوي. شايف رغم هذا هم بدهم يلحقونا هسه، احنا عارفين بدهم يلحقونا هناك ويطردونا. شفنا ما فيش مجال الا هيك. ممنوع نضل في المناطق. هم بدون مراعي. بعدين بلادنا اراضينا.
كان لهم بيت
هون كمان في كان هناك للمعز السود كنا من البرد مات فوق 26 سخن منهم لأنهم وليد صغار موتين كلياتهم من البرد.
انتم مؤثرين اسرائيليين كعبتوا في الجبال يعني.
على هالحياة اللي عايشين بانيين هون فيها ناطحات احنا كلها خرابيش كفل.
Now since then, activists locked themselves to the gates again and disrupted the business of this company here. Now Carmel Agrexco asked the police not to arrest the activists who were doing this because they didn't want the bad publicity that was going to be generated by the court case.
Address the crowd with a loud hailer. Just monitoring the situation.
Carmel Agrexco are an arm of Israel's colonisation of the West Bank, of the occupied territories, and they're not shipping out very many flowers today.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Don't want your bloody Valentine!
Section 44 of the Terrorism Act says that we can stop and search any person who we believe may have an article relating to some incident of terrorism. Okay, this is an iconic terrorist site. Your friend has locked herself to the gate and we're looking for the key so we can release her from that gate.
Is it implying that that's a terrorist act?
It's a terrorist site.
What does iconic terrorist site mean?
A place of interest.
A place of interest, what, like the botanical gardens or something?
I'm not going into the ins and outs of it.
You can either comply or you'll be moved.
Don't stand on top of the road.
Move. Go and stand up the top of the road.
Can you not let us? All we want to do is like watch our friend and just make sure that she doesn't get abused.
Your friend is with police officers, therefore I would suggest her welfare is going to be pretty well secured.
Yes, that doesn't inspire much confidence.
Well, if that doesn't inspire much confidence, I do apologise, but she's with 2 officers, therefore she's pretty safe.
Stay back! Stand back!
You just
the rest.
Don't tell me how to do my job. Push him back, Chris. All of them. In there.
No way, you stupid woman.
Get me. No.
Back, all of you, get back.
I'm here.
Step back.
You're all bums, aren't you? You scum, all of you. Right, exactly. I know.
It's
true though, isn't it? It's true.
Do you know what this company does? This company grows their produce on illegally occupied territory in Palestine, where there has been hundreds of people killed in the last 2 months. You are protecting the perpetuators of the massacring of a people. Do not tell us that we are scum.
تعتقد أنت يعني شو رأيك في مقاطعة المنتجات الإسرائيلية أو مقاطعة إسرائيل؟ يمكن يكون مفيد للشعب الفلسطيني؟
احنا يعني قطعهم من مرة يعني قطعهم للسبب مثلا بطلوا ياخذون من الخضروات تبعهم في اقل شيء مقابل شيء يعني مساعدة للشعب مساعدة بنى تحتية للشعب الفلسطيني يعني مساعدات من مرة ضد الاسرائيليين من مرة يعني مش متعاونين مش تعاون
The Israeli did not support the Palestinian at all. You must يعني boycott the Israeli because you must give support for the Palestinian people.
There's no other way. I mean, I think the South African model is the only way to bring about peace in the Middle East, to bring about a just solution to the Middle Eastern problem. There has to be pressure on outside.
The people must stop to buy the Israeli products, and the supermarket must stop took this products because because this settlements take our lands, our water.
I think it's a way to apply a lot of pressure on Israel to stop this Palestinian dispossession, which is being carried on virtually uninterrupted since 1948.
I think it's important that the international community show what they think about what's happening in Israel, and I think Israel depends on international support to continue the violence in Gaza and the West Bank. And until the international community acts, then Israel really hasn't got any reason to change its policies.
Anything which supports the economy of an occupying power, which is against many international agreements, UN resolutions, is oppressing people who have nothing to do with the past oppression of Jews, should not be supported.
بشعر المواطن الفلسطيني بأنه هي أرضه اللي قاعد بيستفيد منها الاحتلال بياخذ خيراته نفسه هو الإنسان الفلسطيني اللي قاعد بيشتغل عامل وبيتعب أكثر واحد بيشتغل عامل بيتعب أكثر واحد وبالتالي هو بياخذ أقل بيستفيد أقل استفادة من هيك شغلة.
يعني في بعض الناس بيجي بيقول لك إنه يعني إذا إحنا قاطعنا المنتجات الإسرائيلية يعني ما اشتريناش منتجات إسرائيلية بيجي واحد مثل أحمد يفقد وظيفته. شو رأيك؟
يعني الوظيفة ده الإنسان دائما في عنده قدرة إنه يتأقلم مع أي ظرف ممكن يصير. يعني أنا لو كنت مزارع ما بحكيش من الزراعة توجهت لشيء اسمه عامل ما لقيت الشغل ممكن أشتغل أي شيء ثاني شوفير أي شيء ثاني يعني.
I would like people to be يعني to believe in Boycott, to do it.
But as it stands, 3.6 million people are currently suffering on a day-to-day basis in Palestine. And by doing nothing, we're contributing to their exploitation.
We're not talking about that then, are we? We're not talking about an issue that's actually affecting us. Okay.